Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's me, Richard Lewis Brown. Today is June 11th, 2021. See my number, 7437. 7 and 4 makes 11. And here I am today on June 11th, 2021. And normally, I do my videos, live videos inside. But today, as you see, I'm outside. And as you know, people are putting in protests and they're claiming that I was trying to buy votes. People, I wasn't trying to buy any votes. And you and I both know this, okay? I offered to pay people's membership so they could vote in this important election because I think this is a very, very important election for Local 1000. And I stated this in the 2018 campaign that I would pay for people to be able to vote in the 2018 election. Because as you know, if you're not a dues paying member, you can't vote in our elections. And to me, that's a poll tax. And as a black man in America, I am strongly against that. Okay? We shouldn't be forcing people to pay money to vote in our great country. And that includes our union. And so I'm doing this video this morning for you, so for you to understand that I never tried to buy someone's vote. And people run these different comments on Facebook saying this, but these people are wrong. They're dead wrong. And I told people it's so important to vote that I was offering to pay for their membership so they could vote in this 2021 Local 1000 election. I didn't say they had to vote for me. I said, as long as you vote for somebody, hopefully that's going to inspire other people to turn out to vote. And hopefully by me paying someone's membership so they could vote for anybody they selected in this campaign, it's the last election here, recent election, that would encourage and inspire other people to become dues paying members and maybe inspire those who already pay dues to actually, if they didn't get their ballot in the mail like some people are claiming, to contact the union, get your ballot, fill it out, and vote. Because we know voting in this country is vital to the success of the country and to any organization. It is really, really vital we do these things. I cannot stress this to you enough. Now, with the protest period ending yesterday, it appears that, I don't know what their names are, people have waited to the last minute to put their protest letter in. They did exactly what I thought they were going to do. Now, I was contacted by SACB last night, and they were like, are you aware of what's being said about you? And I said, listen, it's all over Facebook. I don't delete my posts off Facebook. I stand by my comments. So I said, you can go through and look at that. And I'm telling people, you don't have to vote for me, but I'm offering you out of my money to pay for your membership so you can vote in this election. Because if you remember, last summer I was having this discussion with people about, you don't have to pay to vote in our elections. And that's a lie. You do have to pay. Because people realize the most important part of being a dues-paying member of Local 1000 is your ability to vote for leadership and to ratify contracts. When you look through all those benefits of being a dues-paying member, those benefits don't mean anything. Half the time, those little benefits you can get from another organization. But that voting is crucial. But they do it like that because they know that our union is involved in politics, and this is a way to silence white people who are Republicans and other political parties. This is a way to silence their voice so that they won't pay money to the union because they don't like the fact that we spend our money on politics that support the Democratic Party. That's what they don't like, and it's disrespectful. If we're going to unify this union, we must stop political spending, okay? We must stop doing this. We have to stop doing this. This is why they're fighting so hard to keep me from swearing in and becoming the new Local 1000 president, the third Local 1000 president in Local 1000 history. There's your number 3. Now, with that being said, there's another reason why they don't want me to swear in. We realize that there are some people, regardless of political party, who are living paycheck to paycheck because of that livable wage theory, that livable wage that's been put into practice. Okay? This is why we have to reduce the dues. And this is another reason why I offered to pay someone's membership. So I could help that person be able to take part in the voting process for new leadership in our union. This is why I was saying these things. Remember I tell you I do things unscripted, unedited, unrehearsed? This is what I mean. And I'm going live. I don't control my forum. A lot of these people who talk, they're controlling their forums in a controlled setting. I don't do that. You saw that in DOJ when those ladies were asking me those tough questions. Because I'm honest and I'm sincere. Here's something else that they've been telling you on June 11th, 2021, Richard Lewis Brown. That they don't know how I produced those beautiful 2021 campaign brochures. I produced those same beautiful brochures in 2018 as well. It's called financial discipline. I live on a budget. And someone said, Richard, why are you sweating when you're doing those videos? Because I'm not running my air conditioner. I'm trying to save money, okay? I have to spend my money wisely so I can campaign effectively and efficiently. I'm not getting money from no Freedom Foundation or Right to Work. See, they tell you all these lies about me because they can't figure out how this black man from Missouri did what he did. And I kept telling everyone years ago, I'm going to beat this individual called Yvonne Walker. I'm going to beat her, I'm going to beat her, and I'm going to beat her. And then when I beat her, I'm going to beat some other people too. All you have to do is put your faith in God, pray for me, stand by my side. Don't let these naysayers and evildoers persuade you that I'm trying to do something wrong, because I'm not. I did not take any money from no outside source that's trying to destroy this union. I've gotten maybe $10, $20, maybe a $50 donation from state employees, maybe, and I have a list because they sent it to my PayPal on my website, createexcellence7437.com. I have accepted. And to Robert Bays, who sent me $20 a few days ago, thank you, Robert. Thank you very much, because you put money in my PayPal, then I'm able to help other people as well. And I do help other people. I just don't say anything about it until someone puts me on the spot. And that happened a few months ago when someone put me on the spot. Now, I'm not taking money from no right-wing organization. And people say, well, why are you railing against the Democrats? There's a reason why. Because of hypocrisy and lying. And I said this last summer. How is Yvonne Walker having all these racial justice, Black Lives Matter conversations when she's not even having financial justice and protecting white people's money under a signed contract? So if you can't even protect the majority's money, how the heck are you going to protect me with my interaction with the police? Okay? We need financial justice in this union. But I'm going to go back to what I said. I wasn't trying to buy anybody's vote, and they know this. But they're trying to destroy my message. They're trying to control the narrative. And this is why I've told people, just because I won, and they said, well, you're not campaigning anymore. Every day I'm a leader, I'm campaigning to keep your support, to let you know I have not forgotten where I came from, how I got here. And to those 2,637, there's our numbers, 3 and 7, I am not going to let you down. I am not going to go away. I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not going to act a certain way to please you because of the European yardstick. I keep telling you this. My family did not come to America as immigrants, okay? The enslaved Africans that I come from, we came as slaves because we were told we weren't good enough, okay? My passion, the desire, the things that I do, that's from Africa. It's not from Europe. Either you understand this or you don't. So don't come at me talking about Black Lives Matter when you don't really understand black people in America and what we're asking for. And what I'm asking for right now is equality for everyone represented by Local 1000. In our voting, in our job stewardship, to treat everyone fair, to not criticize anybody's party. However, because Local 1000 is a social justice organization for the Democratic Party, I'm going to call you out on it. Because we're not able to unify our union by you always continuing to support these Democrats. We should continue to support ourselves for the first time in our life. We would need to create a strike fund. So when they tell you he's just giving away everything, that's not true. I'm asking people to be dues-paying members so we can create a strike fund, so we can control our destiny and not these politicians, okay? Now, our union made a decision a few days ago concerning Gavin, the governor. Okay, good. I'm gonna continue on. I'm going to beat this protest. Somehow, through the grace of God, I will get sworn in. I just can't tell you all the answers yet because someone who's leading our union won't return my phone call. She will not contact me. So while I'm being accused of trying to buy votes, of taking money from this Freedom Foundation or whatever organization that's trying to destroy unions, all these lies they're telling you on Facebook, the person who's leading the union is sitting back laughing because he's using people to carry out this smear campaign against me. This is what it is, a smear campaign. I'm not mad. I'm just letting you know, when you come for me, come. I'm here. I am not backing up. I'm not giving up. You cannot intimidate me. And when those police, the Sacramento police that came to my house, see, I called last night, and that lieutenant told me that I can't get a copy of that 911 dispatch call. She's got another thing coming. Now, I got some voicemails that I got to check. Maybe she tried to call back. I'll check my voicemails this morning. I will get that 911 dispatch call, and I will sit and talk to the chief and those two officers, okay? I know I survived a police stop because I did not stereotype police, and they didn't stereotype a black man. I stand by what I say. I'm not backing up off this. I don't care who tells you they're questioning my integrity. The same people who are questioning my integrity are the same people who are lying to you, okay? The same people who are attacking me on Facebook that tell you that our dues isn't used for political purposes. Look at the membership application. Look at the membership application. Do some reading. They got the wrong information. They're doing all this so that they can create this narrative, create the environment so that they can say, we can't swear him in. He's a detriment to our Local 1000 union. And then after I'm sworn in, they're also going to try to do a no confidence vote against me. You thought I didn't know that? Oh yeah, I know. These co-conspirators, they're all working together. And what I'm really, really, really interested in is how many other people knew about this no vote of confidence against me? How many people knew? Did the new VPs know? Did they know? So while they're trying to build trust with me, they knew that these people were trying to vote me out as soon as I get in there? Did they know this? Who knew? Which DLC presidents knew they're trying to do a no vote of confidence against me to get me out of the union as soon as I'm sworn in? Did you know this? Did any DLC president know this? Did they contact me and tell me this? You thought I didn't know what you were doing in the shadows? You thought you could conspire against me when I have this divine right from God to be here? Did you think I'm stupid? Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that, okay? For every action, there's going to be a reaction. I know there's people smiling in my face right now and plotting behind my back. And everybody wonders, why are you so paranoid? Why don't you be more trusting? Why don't you build those alliances? Why aren't you over there not talking to the staff? Because I'm not sworn in yet. Back to what I said. I'm not trying to buy any votes. I'm not taking any money from no organization that's trying to destroy Local 1000. Remember, I'm not a union man. I'm a pro-labor. I'm fighting for the middle class. I'm fighting for our people, okay? I'm fighting for people, everyday people like you and me, okay? I live on a budget, okay? And this idea of this livable wage, that's some BS. That's what poor people say. That's what people say who live day to day. When things don't go right, they go crying to the government for help. We're not crying to nobody. We're gonna help ourselves. We're gonna take some accountability. We're gonna look at how we spend our money. We're gonna reorganize how we spend our money. We're gonna get out of politics. We're gonna create that strike fund. And on our next contract, we're gonna get a 21% pay increase with GO pay and COLA across the board for everybody. And I know that's still not good enough for everybody. And we're going to get telecommuting 60, 70, 80, 90% of the time. We don't start negotiating back in 2023 or in the upcoming 2023. We start now mobilizing. But you gotta have a real leader that cares about you, who's gonna work around the clock, who's gonna be transparent. When he or she makes mistakes, they acknowledge their mistakes. They ask people to forgive them, and then we proceed on. And so I've always told people, if I really upset you with my mouth, then I ask you to forgive me. But as long as you keep coming for me, I'm gonna keep coming right back at you. And people say, well, that's not very presidential. This is who you elected, okay? Elections have consequences. This is who you elected. It was my passion that got me up in here by being unconventional. And now you want me to, quote, change up on you, change and act all this. But my supporters are telling me, Richard Lewis Brown, don't you change up on us. Don't you change up, because if you change up on us, trying to please the rest of these people in the union who sat back on their ass and didn't vote in enough numbers, if you do that, we'll leave you. I got the message. Trust me. When my voters call me, I respond to those calls and those emails because I don't take no one for granted. If you put me in this great position to help others, I am not going to turn my back on you. We're in this together. So to all my voters, I got the message. Now I'm with you. Now, how do I build these alliances with people who don't want me around? How do I do that? The question is, how do they build an alliance with me? And they tell you the board controls everything. Really? Is that what they think? They think that they have the power to control me through that policy file? You wait till I go on Fox. You wait. You wait, and then we're going to find out who has the control. We're going to find out who's more influential. That board, who's not being held accountable for their votes, or Richard Lewis Brown, who tells you up front what it is, and he's transparent, and he's not hiding, and he returns your phone calls. When's the last time you called Yvonne Walker and she returned your phone call? When's the last time she's been to your work site? When's the last time you've been able to call her, have a heated discussion with her, and at the end of the conversation, you both laugh and talk and say, hey, let's stay together. Let's figure this out. Save my number, okay? Because I had a conversation yesterday with someone, okay? I am a man of my word. I am not trying to destroy Local 1000. We will have success. We will not falter under new leadership. We will get this done. But what I'm telling you is all these people who are trying to destroy me, who are trying to create this narrative, this atmosphere, this culture, this toxic culture, because I'm trying to create a new culture of excellence, they want to maintain the status quo culture of evilness and despair and a lack of transparency and a lack of integrity because they don't care about you, but they claim that they do. Let God come down. Let the Holy Spirit come down and shine a light on them. And let the archangels protect me in this battle of justice for you, me, and for everyone. And this way, we can create a new culture for unions across America, not just in California, but across America. I told you, we're going to create the #1 union in the world, Local 1000. I don't care how they come from me. I'm going to maintain this mindset, the strength, and I always laugh and tell you, mama's black boy is here, mama's black boy is here, mama's black boy is here. I'm going to give you every bit of this Perkins Brown I can give you. Perkins Brown. Don't you ever forget that. 4 times 3 is 12. My number is 7437. 4 times 3 is 12. For the 12 public sector unions in the state of California, for my 12 in my life, for that 12 with 2 in remembrance. Those are my mother and her sisters and brothers. 6 boys, 6 girls for equality. That's where 4 times 3 gives you 12 for the 12 tribes. And to the 12 tribes of Israel, I see you too. These numbers have power that I have, 7437. And the more you say it, the more you'll start to believe. I'm on a divine destiny. They are doing everything they can. Because when they tell you that I'm trying to buy votes, because they can't figure out how one person by himself basically has campaigned since 2015, and they could not force him to shut down and sit down and be quiet. And then they tell you that Black Lives Matter. But yet, when my black life comes up, they don't want to say anything. She has never called to see how I'm doing after that police call, okay? But they tell you that Black Lives Matter. Let me tell you something. If you're not black, I don't want to hear you tell me about Black Lives Matter. If you're from my community, then that's what we do. Because we're seeking equality in all that we do, starting with our interaction with the police. But if you're outside the black community, don't come at me talking about Black Lives Matter, because I don't believe you. I just don't. Save it for somebody else. Tell it to your other black friends. Miss me with that. Because I'm not so sure if you find me as being your equal in this great country, even though we have this great character fault in our foundation of racism and sexism and not allowing everybody to vote in this country from the very beginning. And then we're still fighting that in today's society, okay? So when they tell you, oh, he's anti-union, he ain't part of our community, that's a lie. That's a lie. See, I've been waiting to catch people in their lies. But sometimes it takes time to catch people in their lies. I have been truthful. I have been adamant. I've never backed up. And when you come at me and you think I'm just going to take the high road, you know, when Michelle Obama says, I'm going to take the high road, that's one type of black person. I'm not that. Okay? Michelle and Barack Obama, those are your perfect black people. I'm not them. Okay? I'm Richard DeReal. You come at me funny, I'm going to get back at you funny. You know what? Today's Friday, June 11th. I'm excited. As you can see, I got about 8 hours of rest. And I don't get 8 hours of rest a whole lot, not in the last few weeks. I want to thank you for your time on June 11th, 2021. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. You're putting these protests in. It's going to come out in the newspaper. If you have any questions, just call me or I'll do another video because I don't have all the information. I wasn't told everything. I don't know which person is doing what and what they're claiming, you know. What I do know is this. I did not try to buy votes. I'm not taking money from the Freedom Foundation. I did not do an interview with the Freedom Foundation. When these people tell you on Facebook, that's complete lies. They're trying to create this narrative of evilness and despair so they can have a reason to throw me out. And I want you to understand this about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is about black people being heard. Listen to how they're doing me. But they were talking about Black Lives Matter for over 3 days, from last summer up to almost December. They were having these conversations in our union. And remember when I said, how is she talking about Black Lives Matter when she can't protect white people's money under a signed contract? And everybody rolled their eyes. And I know which people in the union were rolling their eyes at me. I want you to understand something. Certain people in Local 1000, I may not be able to sing, and I may not be able to dance, and I may not be able to roller skate and swim. And you may question my membership in the community, but this mama's black boy, I'm part of the community. Don't you never forget that. Okay, Richard Lewis Brown, June 11th, 2021. As I say, I go live. Thank you for your time. Make it a great day. Okay, bye-bye.